But I'd show you this rewired motor. I've just pulled it off. I've just I lost a screw, not sure. As you can see, it just goes together like this. You have these two plates in here. There's one on the side, and here's the grooves that just slip into these. Just slide it into place it slots in. And then on the other side, this is just a plain plate with no grooves. That just slides in. And then you put your 4 screws in these 4 holes, and that just screws. You have to be quick about this because this has no load on it now, not even a motor, so it's spinning quite fast. It's quite dangerous. As you can see, the motor sits on, screws into these 4 sides of this square bearing holder, which is actually out of a washing machine as well. You have the stator sits on here, and then you have the bowl, which is down there as well, with the magnets in it, grey bit, and that slides onto those grooves there, and that's what turns it. And then you have a little nut on the bottom of it, which you can adjust on this. Now it's unfocused from the screen here. As you can see, it's fast at the moment. Yeah, it screws on here, so you can actually adjust how much torque the motor needs to, because the further up the magnets the motor goes, the closer they are to the more restriction. So if you have it right at the end of this, it's going to be spinning like this, and you can make it spin a lot faster, but you also have to think about the fact that it's going to be producing a lot less power. I'll show you how I've got this connected too. This is I've just got this bit of pipe here which slips over this pipe here, which goes to the ground. I haven't actually got this concrete in the ground yet to see what it does. I've just got these brackets, 3 of these brackets holding on to this post, which I can't remember how long these posts are, I'm not sure. But as you can see, here I've got the neutral, which before I showed you that unrewired motor that had that metal plate that just slots into that metal plate. It's the same metal plate, it's got the wires on this one. I'm not worrying about it because it's falling off the thing, but I've got one on there anyway. And then we've got the 3-phase, you can see it, it's dark here, which go into those 3-phase connections. I'll just stop this for a second. Then up here you've got, I made these drums, I had to cut them up and cut the tops off them. So I also cut off the top, and yeah, there was my battery was flat, so go charge them up for 15 minutes. Okay, stop that for a second. Okay, I think I was demonstrating on how this is connected. This base of this bearing holder is bolted. I think you can see the bolts go straight through. So I can't just hold the windmill with my head because it's up a bit too high. Okay, you can see it there, it goes through there. Bolts up on top of this, on the top of this plate. One day I'm thinking of upgrading this motor holder a bit more, because it's a bit, especially this top plate and the sides is a bit flimsy. I'm probably going to put it the same. As you can see, it's a totally different. I just dropped heaps of stuff. Yes, I'm probably going to do it all in the same thickness as this bottom plate because it's really heavy, and it should hold it a bit more. And as you can see, it seems to be flexing a little bit at the top, and also down here this is a little bit of a loose fit, so I'm probably going to get a roll of insulation tape and just wrap it around a few times, which means I have to unscrew all these brackets because I can't, it's too high for me to do it up here
and too heavy to, it's just too heavy, so I have to pull the whole pole over on the side and then take the windmill, the propeller itself off, and then work with it like that. Seems it'll probably be a bit easier. But like I was saying, I'll wrap some tape around the pole where this sits on. It should make, as I'll keep doing it, as it moves around, it'll slowly compress so much that it won't compress anymore, and it should be nice and tight, because as you can see it's quite loose at the moment. So a bit dicey when you get some strong winds, which I have to get this motor back together soon because it's going to start getting windier. I'll just show you the top. Top's just got the sleeve which just slips onto the shaft. This shaft itself is out of the washing machine as well. We've got a little bearing seal there. I'm not sure if it's actually doing its job or not. It's out of the washing machine as well. Same with this top nut. It's out of the top where you put the detergent in. On the older ones where you had the middle plastic pole like thing up the centre, and then you pulled the lid off it, chuck the detergent in it. Down at the bottom of that was this, and that's where the bowl itself got attached to the shaft, and that's I didn't think that was going to hold up, but it's held tight. You've just got to make sure that it's going the right way as with tightening this up. If it's going the opposite way that I've got it, I just fluked it. I had never thought about it. It could start unwinding it, which could make it get really dangerous, especially if it comes off when you're around it. See, this thing is extremely heavy. It wasn't that heavy when I had the bottom framing on it, but when I got the top framing on it, it just made it really heavy. But yeah, this is, in case you want to know, this is 25mm. They call it furniture tubing, I'm not sure. I think that's what it's called. If you want to be close up, that's what the drums are attached like. Has a plate up here that's welded onto this frame here, and it bolts through there, and another strip that goes along here, and then a strip up welded on. Well, it's actually bent up, bolted on. It's the same as the other side of this little plate that's bolted up. You see it in there. Yeah, that's how I did it anyway. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you how I'm wiring it up. So just demonstrate. These little pins here, they're neutral, they just slot straight out. I've got a bit of issue here because the wind's getting quite strong and it's pushing against my head. I'm trying to stay up on the ladder as much as I can and show you how to wire all this in. I've just about got it. Okay, so this just wires straight onto, just line these 3 terminals up on here and push it as far as you can in. When you grab your 3 wires for the 3-phase, I've got it. Just slot them straight in like that. Very simple. I suggest you use cable ties around the sides or somewhere to tuck the wires out of the way, so when that bowl with the magnets come around, spins, it doesn't start melting the wire, because on this one, I'll show you if I can find it. There you go, as you can see, you can't really see it, there's a big dark patch here. It's a hunk that it's chewed out of the cable just from a few days of spinning. And I got straight onto that pretty quickly when I saw it was starting to do that. So now I'll show you. I'll just chuck the magnets on now. As you can see, this is what the inside of the magnets look like, or the magnets themselves. So this whole bowl just basically spins on the shaft. As you can see, there's a teeth that grip into the shaft there, and the nut that I was talking about is here, and you basically just screw that up. Either tightened that way and loosens that way. to change this. If you loosen it, then it obviously drags the magnets away from the coils. Stop the spinning. Okay, slots in there like that, and then if you've got it spinning the right way, then you can basically hold this nut down the bottom and it'll just slowly push its way up. As you can see, it's slowly starting to move its way up the coils, and the coils are ending up in the inside of the magnets in the bowl. So that'll I imagine it's probably voltage is starting to get up on it now, and as you can see, it's starting to slow down a bit more. But because as the higher it gets, the more resistance it gets. It's starting to make a bit of a washing machine whining sound. I don't know if you've heard that, but I can hear it at the moment. It's sort of whining. You don't want to do it too tight because it'll jam everything up. You want to do it just so those tops of the. If you saw before, there's metal plates on the edge of on these white bits. They're stuck out a little bit. That's what scrapes along the magnets, or goes right close to them. You see them just there at the start of them. You just want them at the top of it because that's as much power as it's going to get. If you wind it up too tight, it just stops it and it's not worth it. And you slide that down, it makes a nice little cover for it. Keep in mind it's also got drain holes in the bottom of it, so if there's any water which will get in it, it will drain away. And I'll show you how many volts. Okay, that's the voltage it's putting out. Can't really see that. At the moment it's just gone past 20, and it's dropped to about 20 now, and basically goes with the wind pretty much. As the wind climbs it, the voltage climbs, but if it climbs too far, like in a storm, it's going to be climbing way too high for the battery. So what I'll be doing, mind the chickens, they're a bit noisy. Yeah, if it climbs too far, I'm going to have to stop the windmill. Sorry, I keep calling it a windmill. A windmill grinds wheat. A wind turbine generates power. Yeah, remember that. Sorry, I forgot to show you these. This is where the dump is. I think I'm going to put 100-watt bulbs on there. They should heat up, but I don't think they'll light up. They'll probably just heat, which won't be too bad. Because I've tried these 40-watt bulbs and the power's getting to them, but they're just not lighting. So I guess I'll be gaining heat. I haven't checked, but yeah. But if you have any questions or ideas, just comment, and please subscribe to my channel and everything else, rate and all the rest you normally do, and I'll catch you later.